ABC Avenue. I'm so glad you're here with me this week so we can read another book. We've got an awesome book today. It's called Red. And it's another great book from Dert. A quick thank you to Dert, and I'll tell you more about them at the end of the video, okay? So this book is a version of Little Red Riding Hood. Do you know that story? This is a version I've never heard before, and I loved it. I think you're gonna like it a lot. This book, Red, was illustrated and modified by Cindy Dawn Kim. She's from South Korea. How cool is that? So thank you to Cindy for making this awesome book for us. Okay, let's get started. Do you remember what it's called? Red, the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Adapted and illustrated by Cindy Dawn Kim. Okay, we ready? There once lived in a little town a little girl. She always wore a little red hood, given to her from her grandmother. So, everyone called her Little Red. Here she is! Oops, almost dropped my book. Here she is, Little Red. What's gonna happen? One day, on an errand from her mother, Little Red went to visit her grandmother living deep inside the little forest. Here she is. She's walking. She's humming a little tune. How fun. Where is she going? Do you remember? Do you remember? She's going to visit her grandmother who lives in the forest. Oh, no! What happened? What are these? Oh, my. However, when Little Red got to her grandmother's little cottage in the little forest, her grandmother was nowhere to be seen. There were only big footprints of a big wolf leading to the big forest. Oh no. Did you see? She's saying, oh no! And she found the footprints. What is going to happen? Let me show you up close, Red. What's gonna happen? Little Red ran back to her little home in a little town, grabbed her little bag of little tools, and headed towards the big forest. I'm coming, grandmother! Look at her, she is ready to go. What happened? She went back home, and what did she get? Do you remember? She got her tools. What do you think she's gonna use those tools for? Let's read and see. Ooh! Little Red followed the big footprints, swimming across the big river, cutting through the big bushes, and crossing over the big swamp. Ooh, she's tough to go through all that big stuff, huh? Do you remember what she did? Do you remember she went swimming, and she went through all the bushes, and she crossed a big swamp. Look! Her leg got stuck! Red! Oh my gosh. Whew. What's gonna happen now? She's tough, huh? I bet you're tough like her. When Little Red finally reached the big cave of the big wolf, the big wolf was fast asleep, his belly the size of a big mountain. Oh my. Whoa. Do you see? Is this a mountain or is that the wolf's belly? I think it's the wolf. Yikes! What does she think about it? Can you see her? Oh my. Little Red pulled out a little pair of scissors from her little tool bag and took little steps toward the big wolf, making sure he would not wake up. Good job. She's being sneaky, huh? Can you see her? Let me show you. What's she gonna do? You see her scissors? And there's his big tummy again. Uh-oh. With little snips, Little Red cut out a little hole in the big the big wolf's belly and reached inside, pulling out her grandmother. Look, she's pulling Grandma out of the wolf's tummy. Let me show you. Oh my. Whew. She gonna get her out of there? She was smart to use her tools, huh? Little Red, what big arms you have. All the better to hug you with, Grandmother. Little Red, what big legs you have. All the better to run to you with, Grandmother. Look, her grandma's telling her she's a big girl. She can do hard things, huh? Little Red, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, Grandmother. Little Red, what big eyes you have. All the better to see you with, Grandmother. Did you see her? Oh my, is this how the original story goes? I like this version better. What do you think? Red then took her grandmother back to her little cottage in the little forest and returned home to her little town, where nobody called her little ever again. You go, Red! Look at her in her cool red cape. Oh my. Very cool, Red. The end. What a great story. Did you like that version of Little Red Riding Hood? I liked how Little Red wasn't so little, was she? She used her tools and she was able to get past that big bad wolf and save her grandma. I love that story. It's great. I want to say a really quick thank you again to Dert Books for sending me a copy of this book and for giving me permission to read it. They have been so nice to work with, and I love Dert because they're a program for good. And every time you buy one of their books, the proceeds go to a program called Parent-Child Home Program. And I think it's the coolest because they work with families to get kids ready for school and learning to read and love books just like you. So make sure you go to the link beneath the video and check them out and get yourself a copy of this book or another one of Dert's awesome stories and help support this program. It's a great cause. Thank you so much for reading with me today. I can't wait to see you next week for another story. Have a good week. Bye!